Recording in progress.
Right. So total, how many theories we discussed in the last class? Can you put your answer in the chat box? Total, how many theories we have discussed in the last class? Just put a number. What is the total number of theories we discussed in the last class? Okay. One, two, three. Right. So few people they answered in the chat box already. Correct. So total 8 theories we discussed in the last class, and few more we will discuss now today. The ninth one. Okay. So the ninth one is hubris theory. Okay. The ninth theory of merger is hubris theory. Now, what is this hubris theory? Okay. Hubris is nothing but it's a word which talks about, okay, which talks about something called as overconfidence, or we can say something kind of arrogance. Hubris theory. Now, how it is related? How overconfidence or arrogance came into picture in merger? What is the importance here? Now you see. Let's say, for example, there is something called as bidding firm. Bidding firm is nothing but which firm? Buying firm. One company is there which is a buying firm, and another company to whom we are going to buy, that is called target firm. Okay. Target firm is also called as selling company. Okay. Vendor company. So now you see. Okay. What is hubris theory says? Now, buying company and target company, there are two companies. Buying company's manager, okay, buying company's manager, he has decided to purchase the target firm, okay, he has decided to purchase the target firm, and once he has decided to purchase, right, once he has decided to purchase means he is trying to purchase even the assets of target firm. When I'm buying the company means I'm trying to buy the assets of the firm, right? So means asset I will buy along with all the liabilities and assets. Liabilities I will pay, assets I will purchase. Now what the manager will do here, when he bought this target firm and he started utilizing the assets of the company, okay, thinking that, okay, in overconfidence, okay, in so much of arrogant way, this manager of bidding company, he started utilizing the assets and he told that I will, from these assets, I will start doing more and more production. Okay, means he promised that I will increase the production by using these assets, and he promised that once my production is increased, my sales is automatically targeted, means sales will increase, and I will give or I will make more and more profit from these assets of target firm, more and more profit from the assets of target firm. But unfortunately what happens, everything becomes reverse, because without thinking, without doing prior evaluation, the manager of buying company in overconfidence, he purchased the target firm and its assets, and he promised that I will give you, I will make this company into a completely profitable company. But unfortunately everything goes wrong, and what happens? Everything become reverse. Production falls because he did not do proper evaluation. Because of that, sales falls, and because of that, profit also falls. Right? So here, this is nothing but one kind of a mistake which is done by the manager of buying company, right, without any doing prior homework, prior evaluation of target firms. He used that asset, but he did not done any proper strategy. That is the reason he fails. So that's why what happens in Hubrick's theory. So now when everything become reverse, right, Hubris says, when any decisions, when you take in overconfidence and arrogance, that will always lead to a wrong decisions. It will lead to a wrong decision. Exactly, if I want to say means everything becomes like a disorders. Okay, so what we should do in that case, we have to find for this wrong decision some solution, right, which you have taken. So what is the solution? The solution is from theory from 6 to 8. What we discuss the theories from 6 to 8, any of the theory can be taken. Okay. So it means the point number 6, the sixth theory what we discussed was, it was related to what? Undervaluation.
Undervaluation.
So sixth theory was undervaluation, and 6 to 8. Seventh was, because it includes seventh also, 6 to 8. Seventh theory was signaling theory, okay, and eighth one is nothing but your agency theory, right? So it is a choice which they have to make according to this, okay, and they have to do some kind of rectification of the mistakes, right? So the best rectification of this is nothing but either you go for finally merger properly, right, or you can take it the decisions, or you can take the suggestions from the outsiders, from your owners, okay, and then take some good decisions. You try to rectify this one, right, and finally you should take a better merger decisions. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is that, so hubris is one theory which try to make us alert to avoid the kind of mistakes, errors in the merger decisions. So most of the firms or manager, especially the managers, without making some kind of a strategy, they start buying the company and they think that we have very good cash flow, so we will also make the same firm as into the good cash flow, but it sometimes turns the wrong, right? That's what will happen. So like Vodafone thought that Idea is a good company, but what happened later on? They faced so much of problems of cash flows. They started facing the problems of tax regulations, right? So all this came into the matter when Vodafone purchased Idea. So there are so many disputes started arising. There are so many, the company share prices later on after they becomes very low, right? They did not plan properly. So that nothing but it's all about hubris theory. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, everyone? Others? You can put in the chat box. Okay. One, two, right. Next one. Last one. 10th one, the last theory, Jensen's free cash flow theory. Jensen's free cash flow theory. Last theory, just give heading. Now what is free cash flow theory? Nothing but it's a Jensen's free cash flow theory which is applicable in case of merger. Okay. In case of merger, how is this free cash flow theory works? Now whenever we say free cash flow theories, those are nothing but present value of future cash flows. Okay. Present value of future cash flows. That is what it happens. That is what free cash flow theory says. Now you see what happens sometime in the business organizations. Okay, they will have so much of cash which is nothing but the surplus. They will have the cash which is in the form of surplus. Okay. Now what company will do? They look for this cash. They want to do some. They try to do investment or invested. Company will what they will do? Okay, they will try to do investment out of the surplus cash. One firm is there which is having adequate surplus of cash. Now what they will do, simply they will not keep cash, they want to do some investment. Whenever we do investment, remember we should always look for opportunity, right? We do investment where there is an opportunity, right? So now if there is an opportunity, then we'll invest those money. But sometimes what happens, this opportunity is nothing but we invest in certain projects. Okay, or we can say company will do investment in the form of new diversification, or they will do something in the form of products. But that cash whatever it is there, they are doing in the form of what, investment, and they are looking for opportunity means they can start a new project, they can start diversifying, or they can do expansion also. Now after this, okay, once you do investment in a project, sometime what happens, okay, when you do in the project means obviously you will try to calculate what, the present value of the future cash flows of this project, future cash flow of this project. What will be my total value of the project if I invest? Let's say I had 1,000 rupees of cash which is surplus, and I started looking for opportunity to invest in this project. The present value of this project should be more than what surplus of funds I have. So let's say the project is giving me 1,200. So good investment, right? For investing 1,000, you are getting 1,200. So now what happens sometime after investment, okay, this is present value of free cash flows when we do in kind of a project. But this project, it can be also in the form of merger, right? Even if you have surplus of cash, you can use this for investment in opportunity. One is project, one is you can merge one company, or you can take over one company. That is also one kind of a investment, one kind of a opportunity. So once you do merger or once you do takeover of another company, you will left some cash. Okay, there will be some balance of cash will be available with you, right? So let's say you had 1,000 rupees, okay, and you purchased one firm. You have taken over the one firm which was at 800. means you have some balance of cash. Remember, this is another level of project. Means you had 1,000 rupees with you, and with this 1,000 rupees you have investment. You have done started looking for investment, that is in the form of opportunity. Apart from project, you got to know there is a chances of taking over one company also, or merging one company also, and you paid 800 rupees. So it means your capital was 1,000, but your investment total was 800. You have 200 rupees of balance of cash. Sometimes what happens, this 200s, whatever the balance of cash is available, because you took this company, you merged the company, or you have taken on the company at 800, right? So sometimes what happens, this 200 rupees may be chances there is a misuse. There is a chances of misusing these funds, right? Misuse by whom? It can be by the management, or sometimes it can be by the shareholders. If management is misusing these funds, so there will be a fight, there will be a disputes will arise between whom? Management and shareholders, right? So what they will do, they will take one solid decisions here, right, to avoid these disputes once again. So what they will do, they will try to avoid much and much, and they will come with some solutions for these disputes. So they will try to find out the true value, right, of the investment in the project, or true value of the merger. And if it is realized that it is only 800, then the remaining cash will be invested in the some other projects. We can do this investment in some other project. Means if suppose if their intention is very good, if the intentions of management and shareholder is very good, then that balance of cash will be used somewhere in the investment, once again reinvestment. If the intention of management is not good, they may misuse these funds, right? So sometimes what they will do, they will call to the shareholders and they will take one solution for this, and they will find out one solid decisions. They will come up with the solid decisions how to utilize this balance of funds, right? The free cash flows after left balance of funds, and then they will further do investment, or they can reinvest into the business. Either they can do two things, right? This 200 rupees, which was the balance, either you do reinvestment in your company, or you do outside investment. So it is left to the management as well as to the shareholders of the company. So they have to decide some proper solutions for this. So that nothing but sometimes this kind of problems will arise in case of free cash flows arising in the business. So this is what Jensen free cash flow theory talks about. Is it clear? Okay, two people, three.
Sir, will you be providing the notes?
Sorry,
The notes for this, sir?
recording up. Right. Fine. Yeah. So here we have finished all the theories of merger. Okay. Shall we start with the next one? Okay. So let us discuss to the new concept now. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. So the new concept today we will start now. synergy. Okay. What is basically a synergy? So we have to give heading synergy. Okay. What is this synergy? Let us try to understand. Let's imagine there are two firms are there. Value of A. Okay. Just once again. This is the first firm plus value of B, the second firm. When A firm and B firm merge together, they will form a new firm that is nothing but AB. Okay. Now what is this? Try to understand. This is the firm A, this is firm B, and this is merger of firm A and B. So it means what? VA is equal to individual, okay, value of firm A, okay. VB is equal to, again it is an individual firm only, individual value of firm B, okay. When two individual firm merged finally into a one firm, right? What was that? It is called combined, or we can say combination, right? Combinations or amalgamated, right? Now you see, when we talk about valuation, okay, the value of individual entity A, B and value of AB, which will be what? It will be like this. Synergy says that, again we can form one equation here. Value of A plus value of B, it is always less than value of AB. This is the equation of synergy. It means what? The value of AB, okay, the total value of AB, which will be more than, okay, when two firms combine together, their value is automatically it will increase than what they are having individual value. That is synergy concept. That is what synergy says. So for example, we can write like this also, or value of AB will be always greater than value of A, right, plus value of B. That also can make some sense. So what I am trying to say here, when two firms merge together, again the value, what we can say, the power become more, the power automatically start increasing than what they have individually. So for example, let us write with examples now. We have discussed the equation. So what was the equation? Equation was like this. Value of A plus value of B will be always less than the value of AB. So let's imagine one company is there. Okay, we are talking about pharmaceutical company. Okay, just let us understand pharmaceutical company, right? One company is value A company, which is also in pharmaceutical, who is very good in marketing. Marketing of what? Pharmaceutical product. There is one more company who is also in pharmaceutical, but this is B company, who is very good in research, Okay, research and innovation, which is very good in research, innovation and development. Okay, now try to understand. I'll come to that, Vaibhav. So now you see, there are two pharmaceutical companies are there. One is A company, which is very good in marketing. Okay, and there is one more company, pharmaceutical only, who is very good in research and innovation and development. Let's imagine this is our Cipla company. Okay, Cipla is value from A, and this is second company, which is nothing but, let's imagine this is Dr. Reddy Labs. Okay, Dr. Reddy's lab, which is very good in research, innovation and development. So tomorrow, if suppose, for example, Cipla decided to merge with Reddy Lab, or Reddy Lab decided to merge with Cipla. Imagine, Cipla is very good in marketing. Reddy Lab is very good in research and innovation. Now you tell me, when they will merge, right? Cipla and Reddy Lab company. Let's imagine this is a merged company. Reddy Lab and company. This is a merged company. Okay, merged company, nothing but our value of AP. Now tell me, this company's power. Okay, this company's power, as well as we can say the company's total value, power or the value, will be more than individual entity. Individual entity means more than Cipla, more than Reddy. When they come together, the value as well as the total power of the company automatically start increasing. That is called, when this company merge together, the synergy itself is very high, right? The synergy itself becomes very, very high. This is called synergy. So synergy is nothing but combinations. When a company combine, one firm combined with another, the value of those company automatically it will increase than the individual entity. That is nothing but your synergy concept. Okay? Is it clear? This example is clear? Okay? Is the synergy concept is clear right now? One example I given to you. A, B, their value will be less than what value of AB. Okay. So now one more example I will give you of synergy. Okay. Again remember our equation is VA plus VB, which is less than VAB. Okay. So let's imagine another type of synergy concept. The first firm, there are, always remember, there are two firms are there here. You know, right, there is a company called Red Bulls, right? And let's imagine there is one more company called Pepsi, right? Now, suppose, you know, right, actually Red Bull is not exactly a company who manufacture this kind of drinks, energy drinks. Red Bull is a company who is, it is actually a marketing company. You must just see a study about this company. You will get to know the original company founded with as a marketing company, right? So now let's imagine there is a Pepsi company who is very good in, who have a very good monopoly in case of, okay, who have very good monopoly in soft drinks. Okay, just imagine various soft drinks manufacturing. Now tomorrow, Red Bull decide to merge with Pepsi. Okay, Red Bull decided to merge with Pepsi, or Pepsi decided to merge, take over Red Bull. Okay, so Red Pep, this is a merged company. Just it's an example I'm saying. Okay, this is a combination. This is a combination of this company. So what will happen now? Imagine Red Bull is very good in marketing, and Pepsi is very good in production, okay, very good in productions of drinks, but Pepsi don't know how to do marketing. Now tell me, if Pepsi can take a help of Red Bull or not? They can easily take the help of Red Bull, which is very good in marketing. So they, what happens when Red Bull will do marketing, automatically what will happen when they merge together, Pepsi also will be in advantage, Red Bull also will be in advantage. So what will happen? Companies, already the production is very good and they are getting very good company who is in marketing. So there what will happen? Automatically their sales will start inclining, right? Increasing. Then profitability also will increase and they can earn the revenues, profits, revenues will automatically start increasing and they can share these revenues between both, right? So that will, it's like a better than doing this individually. Why can't we both merge and avoid the competitions, right? We can avoid the competition in the market, right? So that is what we can, better we will merge together and our value will be more. So what will happen? Imagine in the market, both the companies are getting collaborated, means they will have good number of market share, right? Good number of, they will get revenues all over the world because the product gets sold everywhere. So that is the advantage of synergy. This is called synergy. It's a synergy concept. When one company is having its unique advantage in its own and another company has its own unique advantage, they try to collaborate and try to do a business where they get both the companies win-win situation. So this is basically a synergy concept talks about. Is it clear? Two examples of synergy. Put in a chat box. Is it clear, the concept? Okay. Right. So now you know, everyone know now what is synergy now. So very, very important concept, synergy. Okay. So now next we discuss what are the financial advantage of synergy. Okay. Next heading, financial advantage of synergy. Remember, I am talking about financial advantage, not operational advantage. I am talking about financial advantage of synergy. Okay. Now, please do remember, let's imagine I will keep this same company, Red Bull and Pepsi. Okay. With this, I will try to connect with financial advantage. Remember, here Red Bull is trying to merge with Pepsi. Red Bull is trying to merge with Pepsi because Pepsi is a very large company, right? So a small company is merging with large company. Okay. Now let us understand. The first financial advantage of synergy, okay, of this particular concept is credit worthiness. Okay. Better credit worthiness. Better credit worthiness. Now you try to understand what is this better credit worthiness. Now remember, our example is Red Bull is going to merge with Pepsi. So now tell me, Red Bull, when it's merged with Pepsi, the Red Bull supplier, okay, they must have some supplier, no? They must have their creditors, okay, and so many people. They must have their investors, right? They have their own lenders. When the moment the creditors, the investor, the lenders of Red Bull got to know that they have merged with Pepsi, automatically what will happen? Credit worthiness of Red Bull will increase. credit worthiness of what? Red Bull will increase. How? Because company will start giving loans to whom? Companies, they will start giving more and more loans to Red Bulls, right? So what will happen? Loans will be increased, loan chances of getting more loans of Red Bull will increase, okay? Then what will happen? Supplier will start supplying more and more goods on credit basis. That will also increase because Red Bull is merged with Pepsi, right? So that is the advantage we'll get to the Red Bull company. This is called credit worthiness. So you got a good brand, right? And everyone know what Pepsi company is all about. So this is how you get tags with good company. You get automatically all the benefits from people will start lending, people will start investing more and more. They will start giving you financial help also, right? So that is the advantage of financial advantage of synergy when one company merge with another company. Is that clear? First point is clear. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So now you see big Red Bull is getting more advantage because they get more loans, they will get more credit goods, creditors, right? The second advantage, financial advantage of synergy is nothing but increasing the, right, increase in P ratio and EPS. Tell me, what do you think? When Red Bull is merging with Pepsi, Red Bull company's P ratio and EPS will increase or not?
Yes.
Right? So what will happen? How the P ratio and EPS will increase? Because their shares, right? Automatically Red Bull company's shares will get more gain in the market. So what will happen here? One is the liquidity, or we can say the marketability, right? This will automatically, it will improve of Red Bull company, and liquidity or marketability of shares, when it starts increasing, automatically your PE ratio and EPS will also increase. That is the main advantage of having financial advantage of synergy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next financial advantage of synergy. Increase in debt capacity. Now Red Bull company, when it merged with Pepsi company, tell me, their debt capacity will increase or not? Say yes or no
Yes.
first. Increase in debt capacity,
Yes.
right? So now, how it will become increase in debt capacity? Because now you see how the increase, it will happen, increase in debt capacity. Companies cash flows will become more, okay? Cash flows, when the companies is merged with Pepsi company, automatically the Red Bull company's cash flows will start increasing, right? And earning also will become increase. Cash flows, or we can say earnings, right? So with this, what they can do, they can, if they require any additional funds also, they can raise from the market, because the company is having a very good earnings and companies have very good cash flows. So what will happen? The company will try to get more debt, they can do more investment also, right? But if the company did not merge, if the Red Bull did not merge with Pepsi, means before that the company's cash flows are very stable. So what is the main difference you see after and before? Okay, before merger, this is after merger. You will only get to know the difference. What is before merger companies Red Bull, that time their cash flows are not good, earnings are stable, we can say stable. But the moment they decide to merger, automatically there will be some changes will happen in the cash flows. There may be an increase in the cash flows, or there may be increase in the earnings of the companies, right? So this is the difference. So moment you get more cash flow, more earnings, you get automatically your debt capacity also will increase. So this is the advantage of financial synergy, or we can say advantage of synergy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? Next one. The next advantage, last I will write here, increase in raising of capital also. Yes or no? Company can get, they can raise more and more capital, means here Red Bull will, Red Bull company is going to merge with Pepsi, right? So Red Bull companies can raise more and more capital from whom? From the shareholders. Through what? First time if they are connecting, they can raise money through IPO. Another time if they want to raise money, they can take with the help of FPO, follow on public offer, right? Other than, again if they want to raise, they can issue right shares also, right? So these are the some methods they can adopt and they can increase their capital. So this is how the capital raising capacity of Red Bull will automatically it will increase. That is the main advantage of synergy. Is it clear this point?
Yes, sir.
So total how many financial advantages there of synergy?
4.
4. What are those? First one is better credit worthiness. Remember this example in exam also. If this will be a one question. In fact, for you, section B, okay, or section A, they can ask. Explain the financial advantage of synergy. So you remember Red Bull and Pepsi, and connect everything with that company. So you remember Red Bull is going to merge with Pepsi and they have their own supplier, creditor, investor, lenders. So what will happen? When these companies merging, their automatically credit worthiness will increase. And as well as PE ratio and EPS will ultimately increase. Debt capacity will also increase. Raising of capital will also increase. So these are the advantages of financial synergy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. What are the methods of payment? Okay. What are the methods of payment in merger? How a company make a payment when there is a merger happens? What are the methods they follow for making a payment? Right? So now try to understand. First method of making a payment is okay, cash. Yes or no? Cash. Cash is a one method of payment. Now you see, cash is also very important here, right? Now you see, there is a company called buying company and there is a company called target company. Now you see, try to understand. First method of payment is cash. So buying company is trying to purchase, okay, target company, right? So it means target company means selling company, right? So now this cash, now your target company will have, okay, either you can purchase, okay, target company has some shares and they have some assets, okay. Now you try to understand. You can give cash and you can purchase shares. It means buying company can purchase the shares of target company, right? So these are the shareholders of target company. Let me write target company as, let's imagine our same example I will take. This is Red Bull company, right? And buying company is our Pepsi. Okay, all of you try to understand. Remember, Pepsi company is trying to purchase now Red Bull company. So what they can do, the first method is cash. Means Pepsi company can give the cash to the shareholders of Red Bull company, right? So now you tell me, I am giving cash. Who? Pepsi company is giving cash to the shareholders, and these shareholders are giving what? Shares. Yes or no? What I am giving? Cash. Right? I am giving you cash, you have to give me shares. Again, cash is one important intermediary here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now imagine Pepsi company is giving cash and shareholders of Red Bull company they are giving shares. Now you tell me who is selling the shares and who is buying the shares? Put your answer in the chat box. Who is selling the share? Which company's shareholders are selling the share? And who is buying these shares? Put your answer in the chat box. Who is selling the shares and who is buying the shares? Pepsi company is buying, okay, and Red Bull company is selling, okay. Right. Red Bull is selling and Pepsi is buying. Absolutely correct. Perfect. So yes, correct. So now you tell me, shareholder Red Bull company is selling and Pepsi company is buying. So now you tell me, who is getting cash? Pepsi company is getting cash or shareholders of Red Bull company is getting cash? Who is getting cash? Pepsi is buying and Red Bull is selling. True. Tell me, who is getting cash?
Red Bull.
Red Bull is getting cash means the shareholders of Red Bull are getting cash. Absolutely correct. Right? Right. Correct. I can read the chat box. Means Pepsi company will get shares and shareholders of Red Bull company will get cash. This is what the output is. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now you see, Red Bull shareholders are getting cash. True, absolutely correct. Now there is a one important interpretation you have to bring. Okay, here cash is there, where target company shareholders are getting cash and buying companies shareholders are getting shares. Remember, when you are selling the shares, means Red Bull company's shareholders are selling the shares and Pepsi company is buying the shares. So here Red Bull companies shareholders are getting some cash, means they have done some transaction. They have done some transaction and that transaction is in cash. Remember, shareholders of Red Bull company, they have to pay tax. They have to pay what? Tax. But now the question is, which tax they have to pay? They have to pay capital tax, or we can say long-term capital gain tax. Okay? So what they have to do? They have to pay long-term capital gain tax. Long-term capital gain tax. Who has to pay this long-term capital gain tax? Right? Long-term capital gain tax has to be paid by Red Bull company shareholders because they got some cash and remember they have done some transaction. They have to pay long-term capital gain tax. All of us are corporate tax students, so we know there are short-term capital gain tax and one is long-term capital gain tax. So this is how you have to understand when there is a merger happens and if you have done any kind of sort of transaction in kind of securities and you got some cash, you have to pay long-term capital gain tax. What is the another option? Remember we are doing payment in the form of cash. Now here Pepsi companies is given cash and they got the share. Now what if Pepsi company says that we don't want your cash, we want your assets, right? We want your assets. So now what will happen here? Who will give cash and who will give asset? Can you tell me in the chat box? Now Pepsi company is telling that we don't want shares, right? We want your assets. So now you put your answer in the chat box. Who will give cash and who will give assets? Pepsi company will give cash, Red Bull company will give asset. Correct. I got one answer. Okay. Who will give cash? Pepsi company will give cash and Red Bull company will give asset. Right? Perfect. 2 people, 3 people they have replied. So now, so here Pepsi company will give the cash to Red Bull company and reverse what will happen? Red Bull company, right? They will give the assets to Pepsi company, right? So we don't want share, we'll give it asset. So cash is the very important transaction between this. So against cash you are giving the assets. This is the first method of payment. Second method. What is the second method? Here, second method can be loan stock. Okay, LOAN, loan stock. What is this loan stock? Loan stock means what? Now here, selling companies, right? One is selling companies, shareholders. Okay, they will directly. Loan stock means debentures or debt. Directly or indirectly, what they will do? They will exchange the shares with debentures. This is another method of payment or not? It means what? I will give you cash. Let's say for example, okay, Pepsi company is telling I will give you cash, but in return you have to give me debentures. So these debentures will be given to Pepsi company, right? So I will give you cash, you give me debenture. That is also one kind of what? Transaction. But here most of the shareholder what they do? They will have shares, right? Instead of shares, I will give you debentures. That also can be done. So shares are exchanged with debentures. That is the second method of payment. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the third method of payment? Ordinary shares. Correct? What are ordinary shares? Ordinary shares are always called as which shares? Equity shares. So it means what? Same thing, logic. Shareholders of Pepsi company will give shares to Red Bull company, or these shares can be ordinary shares. Okay, so this is also one method of payment, right? So these are all some methods of payments, right? Next, what else can be the fourth one? Last one, conversions of loan stock. Okay, conversions, or we can say, means if you have equity shares, you can convert into loan stock. Loan stock means what? It can be in the form of debentures, right? So this is what ultimately I am trying to say. So these are the some methods of payment. Is it clear? Similar to convertible securities. Yeah. Concept is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Done. So that's all for today's class.